All right, everyone, welcome back to the Rhonda Swan Show. Now, I have been bringing on some unbelievable guests, those that have taken their lifelong passion or what they dreamed about being when they were a young person into now creating it into their reality and leaving an impact on the world with their gifts. You know, we've been talking a lot about the wild women because the next book, Women Gone Wild, the Wealth Edition, is launching in June. So what better way than to welcome in this new book launch is to bring a very wild woman onto our show. In fact, she's a woman that is not only a first-generation Persian American, but a woman who's in the creative director of her own music label, The Baddie. Yes, that's right, it's Lexy Panterra. With over 1 million loyal fans and a very impressive 500 million views on her music videos, she is an international icon who has collaborated with powerhouses like DJ Snake, Major Lazer, Marshmello, and Lil Yachtyto. As Pantera continues to expand her brand and grow her music career with the upcoming release of her new album, Sex, Money, and Love Songs, her relentless drive, determination, and raw talent are on track to make her one of the hottest acts of 2022 and beyond. I am so excited to welcome this wild woman to my show. Lexi, come and join us, darling. How are you?
Hello, everybody. Thanks for having me.
So good to have you. I know that you left Miami, you came to Florida or North Florida 3 hours for a show tonight. Tell us about what you're doing tonight, babe.
Yeah, me and my friend Malou are going to perform at E10 nightclub. So we're going to do a couple of records and hang out and have a good time.
I love it. Well, all right, so let's get into it because I know you've got a lot going on. I thank you for your time. You know, my audience is about 70% women, and I'm obviously the founder of the book series Women Gone Wild, which is the feminine guide to fearless living that we launch in June. So having you on the show is like really perfect timing. And so I'd like let's talk about your wild story. Like how did you really get started in the music industry, and were you always knowing you were going to be an entertainer when you were a young kid?
Yeah, I popped out singing Whitney Houston and Celine Dion and Mariah Carey, my mom told me. Yeah, I love listening to the greats and stuff. So I just knew I wanted to sing. I don't know, I just had it in me. And my grandmother was a singer as well. And yeah, I just started pursuing it, I guess, professionally when I moved to LA because I grew up in Sacramento and my dad lived in LA. So I came there when I was about 16 and I stayed, you know, to pursue the music game. And it's been a wild journey and a lot of learning, I'll tell you that.
Yeah, I bet. So, you know, especially being a woman, you know, entertainer, what are the kind of challenges that you've been facing, you know, not only just being also a female, but breaking through artists, and especially in this day and age right now in 2022?
Well, I do say that it is definitely a male-driven entertainment business, and there's a lot of males around me. So that feminine energy is not really there a lot. I wish that there were more, to be honest. You know, we do have to deal with the men wanting more than just your talents and, you know, all those types of things. So I think that definitely plays a little bit of a factor. But I kind of put on, you know, you have to have a really strong persona and know what you want going into the business. So luckily I haven't been in any crazy situations, you know, because I kind of just shove it up front, like, this is okay, this is not okay. Yeah. I'm here for work, I'm not here for this. Yeah. And a lot of people respect that. So, and I only work with people that respect me, you know, and the talents that I have to offer. So yeah, that's kind of it. Definitely a struggle, I'm not gonna lie, in that aspect.
Yeah, no, I mean, I can really see it, you know. So, you know, besides, like, let's say the, you know, maybe the sexual innuendos or the things that, you know, come up right now, you know, with this objectification of the female's body, you know, all this crazy stuff that goes on, you know, would you find that you're sometimes less respected as an artist as well because they don't give you the respect that you deserve? Do you ever find that in the industry, especially with such a male-driven?
I think so. I think a little bit, definitely. Yeah. I find that that's probably in a lot of different industries, sure. And I've only really been in this industry, so yeah. But I've heard other women speak about it, and yeah, I think it's definitely a problem that needs to be talked about a little bit more, you know.
Yeah, I mean, you know, because the book that I launched, we are, you know, I was a big corporate executive, you know, became an entrepreneur 15 years ago, but I did the same, like really battled this and kind of shut out like what you are as a woman, you know, you kind of like shut it out just to be a ball breaker and, you know, to like fight through it. It's like you realize, do you really have to do that? Like you can actually be really powerful and not have to be a bitch or be seen like that, you know? And I think that,
gosh.
Right?
That is tough. That's a tough one, especially, you know, I do find struggles in also on the other side of just being a boss and being called bitchy, you know, and because if you were a guy, it'd probably be completely not the same, you know, and they wouldn't call you those things. So that's a big deal, you know, and also working with friends is tough, you know, because I'd like to keep people around me that I love and stuff, but that gets really messy also. So I've kind of learned like I'm trying still to learn the balance of that and how to go through that as well, you know, and it's not easy.
Yeah, I mean, you're right. It's like a constant, you know, growth that we go through. And are there some things that you do like rituals or like meditation? Or how do you keep that balance, you know, with all this crazy pressure that you've got and people? Like, how do you find that balance for yourself?
God, I don't even know what I do. I feel like I don't do enough, to be honest. Jeez. Yeah. I'm really big in manifesting and taking time with my family and really keeping like even my high school friends still around me.
Yeah. Yeah, I think it's super important when we like keeping friends and family around us to keep that kind of balance, because I can imagine, you know, you're constantly moving around. You are, you know, you're in front, you're working, you know, like it could be stressful on yourself, you know, and
well, I think with you really want to do what you love, right? So it's my passion really drives me. So I think it's not as exhausting as what maybe other people would think their jobs are, you know, because I love doing what I'm doing. I think a lot of women should really take that hone in and tap into what you love to do, you know, what makes you happy.
Yeah, for sure. And you're right. Like you get so much more energy when you love what you're doing, right? Like people go, how do you do what you do? I'm like, I don't know, I love what I do. You know, I can do it all day.
We just love it. Yeah. I'm an Energizer bunny. Like I'm a Gemini. So I'm just like, I'm on the roll.
Wait, you are, hold on. This is crazy. My birthday's June 3rd. When is yours?
Mine's May 22nd. It's coming up.
Okay, so yours is coming up. My husband's is May 30th. He's a Gemini. I just interviewed Kevin Sorbo's the Hercules, the star of Hercules and a billion of other films. His birthday, he's also a Gemini. I'm like, wait a minute.
That's crazy. That's crazy that your husband's a Gemini. I've never really seen that.
It's a powerful Gemini energy. Your family, like you are first generation Persian American. And how do you bring your family values into your work? You know, like how does that kind of relate into your work?
I mean, well, the thing is my grandmother, she was a famous songwriter, poet, right? She came over here because she had cancer and we had better treatment here and whatnot. But I just missed her 7 days before I was born, unfortunately, which is tragic. So I'm not super in the Persian culture necessarily, because I definitely grew up more Americanized living here. But I love tapping into like, you know, the dancing and also in just women empowerment, because there's a lot of oppression going on in the Middle East, as we all probably know. And actually they just said something about Afghan, how the women they literally now have to be fully covered, even their head, in burqa. And it's just super, super sad. And so for me, tapping into that is just trying now to figure out how to fight for the women that are going through these things that are not supposed to be, you know? So
that don't choose.
That's what I'm kind of entering into my adulthood, you know, and just trying to get more into that. But there's a lot of cultures and New Year's and fun things that we get into also that I tap into sometimes.
Yeah, no, I mean, it's great. It's like, I think, you know, all of us, we have our culture for a reason. Whether we were born into it, it still becomes part of you. It's like the things that you may not even know, the way that you look at things or how you react is part of your culture. And it's such a...
These are cultural.
Yeah, right? Exactly. You like, all of a sudden you're like, okay, yeah, this comes from where I came from.
Yeah, just kind of coming a little natural, you know, for sure. Yeah, little things.
Well, you're such a powerhouse, babe. I mean, seriously, when I started to learn more about you, about what you do behind the scenes, that you literally, you write, you dance, you sing. I mean, you are the lead creative for your brand. Can you kind of go through that process of how you do that in your artistry and how you literally, like your videos are amazing and you're like the main producer of some of the work that you're doing. So talk to us about that. How does that inspiration come for you?
I just feel like I've been an underdog in the whole business, and I'm from LA, and I feel like it's even harder when you're from Los Angeles to like make it in Los Angeles. So I've just been grinding and really making my own way, you know, and it started from my twerkout class, which I created in 2014. It was a whole fitness, just crazy storm of twerking, but was a fitness class. And that's what pushed my career into me being popular. And it definitely shifted me in another direction, because I wanted to sing, and then suddenly I was famous for one thing and I wanted to do another, and that was another crazy big mountain in front of me. So you know, that gets the attention of the labels and stuff, and it kind of blinds them from the real talents of what I originated wanted to do, you know. And that's been a struggle of mine also. So I've just like been, you know what, like, I don't need you. I know what I want to do. I make my money how I want to make my money. I'm going to do what I want. My music videos are going to look the way I want. I can act the way I want. I can wear what I want. And I've had plenty of managers that are like, wear this, do this, sing this. And I'm like, I'm done. I'm tired. You guys can't tell me what I'm good at, what I'm thriving at, best at. I know I have hits. I know I have this. I know I have what it takes. So I've just been making my own way, and I just feel like paving my own lane has made me stronger, better, and even just more talented and happier, you know. And that's kind of what I've been thriving in, is just doing my own thing and not depending or counting on anyone to do it, you know, and reaching out and asking for help and asking for things. So that's where I'm at.
Well, it's so strong though. I mean, that's a huge message, you know, because I'm sure you've got, you know, especially young women that are watching you. And what would the message be for, let's say, like these young women that are coming up and they're watching you? Like, what was your bigger message for them?
I would say just to not listen to so many people, you know. I believe in your gut feeling. Number one, I think that's very important, because you can get extremely sick physically as well if you don't believe in your gut. And I think as women, we need to really hone in on that more often. I've learned my lesson with that. Now I'm like, you know, if my gut tells me something, I'm going for it. So I think we should tap in as women with that one. And just be yourself, be confident who you are, what God gave you. And that's the only best way you're going to be, because you can't be anybody else, you know. And that's what I've learned, and the business has taught me that. So I would say that's my advice. Yeah,
I love it. That's big. It's so good too, because I mean, the amount of social media and so many things, everyone's trying to be somebody else. Like, girls, just do your thing, you know, love your body, love what you've got.
People are more confident. Like, a woman seems more confident when they're just them.
Yep.
Like, we know, you can tell when someone's trying to be someone else, you know, we can all tell. So just tap into you.
I love it.
You know?
So what's next, babe? You've got the new song coming out. Tell us what's like next for you. Where these people need to go find you, because I want to make sure my 1 million audience goes straight over to listen to what you've got going on.
Yes, so excited. So I have a single dropping. It's called Girls. It's dropping May 20th, right before my birthday. So everyone go check it out. And it's about confronting a man, about knowing about all the girls that he's been with and like all the things he's done. So like, it's just me finally being like, hey, I know about this. Let me tell you. And so it's a powerful song for me. And I've had it for 5 years, and I have not released it. I've been sitting on it, and now it's time. So I'm doing it. Awesome. I want to shoot a video. I haven't yet, so I'm thinking of like what type of visuals I want to use for this. If you guys have ideas, please DM me. Let me know your ideas and thoughts. When you hear the record, I would love that.
Yeah. Nice.
Also, I just got booked on a tour, and I can't announce who it is yet, but I am beyond excited. Like, this is my first US tour, you guys. I can't even like fathom. And that goes on July 13th for a month. So just go on my website and you guys will find out all of the info. And I hope I can see all you beautiful women faces there.
This is awesome, girl. Yeah. Like, seriously, this is super exciting. Congratulations. Where do your albums and your songs usually drop? YouTube, Instagram, like where do you?
Well, YouTube, Spotify, Apple, all of your streaming platforms will be on. You know, call your local radio station, tell your local DJ, play Lexy Panterra.
Yes.
That would be amazing. Okay, that's my birthday wish.
So this is great.
Do it.
All right. So Lexy's birthday.
Do it, or else I'm gonna be mad.
All right. So then, what we should do? We'll drop this on your birthday. We'll give like the big birthday love, May 20th for Lexy, and then when or is your birthday May 20th or the album drops May 20th?
20th, but the song comes out on the 22nd. I mean,
Okay.
I'm sorry, my birthday is May 22nd, but the song comes out May 20th.
Yeah, okay, perfect. So we'll drop it on the 20th for your song, and then we'll give you a big push for your birthday on the 22nd, babe. Thanks for being you. Thanks for like standing up for women around the world, just to totally be yourself. I love what you're up to, and have a great show tonight.
And send me your book. Don't forget.
Okay, oh, you got it. I will absolutely send you my book, and we should talk. We should put your big wild story in the next one. All right, darling. Have a great one, Lexi. Have a great show tonight. We'll see you all soon.
Peace out, guys.
I love it. What a powerful woman to stand up for what she believes in and taking a stand for her, not only her music, but what drives her passion. And this is what we stand for, right? This is what a wild woman does. They know who they are, they go for it, and they stand up for what they love, and they share their gifts with the world unapologetically. All right, everyone, thanks for being here on this episode. Make sure you go follow Lexy Panterra and watch her next songs drop so that you can be one of the first to get it. You heard it here. All right, everyone, we'll see you on the next show. Be unstoppable and stay wild.